Okay, I think we're live because I always do everything perfectly. Let's see if I've got this. I see Brenda. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We're in Studio B for Boxcar. So I see Brenda. Hey Brenda, Susan's the Let's Go. Brenda Rudell and Janine, Nikki Ann, my good friend Louise. I see Julie. I see Sharon. Awesome. Oh, awesome, Cindy. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, you see yet again the inner sanctum. The inner sanctum that is Shayla Black. That is William Black. You know, I like being able to, of course, she's busy working on Doomsday Brethren, but I like being able to do it from my office. I don't know if you guys, a lot of you were with us way back in the day when we started doing the broadcasts and we had to use it on our phone and we were trying to find the best places for it. We're trying to do different locations. Thank God we've got a good rhythm now. We actually have good lighting, for the most part, a good mic, and we have good video and good internet, so everything should work out well. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. As I mentioned, or as Shayla mentioned in the StreamYard or the video post, she got a little ahead of herself with the newsletter. You guys all get the VIP newsletter that came out this morning. I think there was a pretty cool, juicy excerpt in there. But anyway, she got a little ahead of herself and thought that we're going to talk about our wedding anniversary that's coming up and all the stuff. Well, we're going to talk about those things. Unfortunately, she's behind. Tempt Me with Darkness, the first book in the Doomsday Brethren series that she's working on right now, is kicking her butt a little bit because she just wants to make it perfect. And we're under deadline right now from an audio perspective. So we've got to get that done. So that's why she's not here tonight. So she sends her apology. She's in the other office. She might even pop in here from time to time just to make sure that I'm not misbehaving, which is always possible. Susan, thank you. Yes, they work. She and Rachel work so hard in that newsletter every week. And again, we're hitting you every week, but we try to make it unique and valuable because we know your guys' time is valuable. So we appreciate you taking the time to read it. And hopefully you found it informative and fun. Dana, I was struggling on what to wear. I've worn this t-shirt once before, but you all know who this is, right? Well, that's Deadpool, right? And then this is the magical cat unicorn that he's riding. So anyway, I'm a Marvel guy. I'm a DC guy. I'm a superhero guy. So yes, they are representing tonight. Shayla does not like me to wear it. I was going to wear my Britney Forever shirt tonight, but I thought since it's our anniversary, I probably should tone that down. So I chose a little bit of Deadpool. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. Yes, Lord Black is in the house. Lord Black. What did I call myself tonight? The William Black. Okay. Just in case no one knew who I was. Who doesn't know who I am, right? Hey, Melissa, how are you? Good to see you, Melissa. I'm going to do my best to keep up with comments tonight. I am not that good, but I'm going to try. I'd rather have her here, but she has to do what she has to do. I agree. I'd rather have her here too. She's much better at this than I am. Susan, thank you for asking. Mom's doing okay. I think I mentioned to you guys last week, I'm going to be flying back up to Pennsylvania probably in another 2 to 3 weeks. We want to get the Kickstarter squared away, get everyone's packages off. But then I'm going to head back up there, and we're probably looking at some longer term arrangements for her, but more to come on that. But she's doing great right now, and just enjoying her life right now, enjoying her TV and enjoying her food, enjoying being with family, and that's the most important part. And we're making some plans for her longer term care. So more to come on that. But thank you for asking. Ryan Reynolds is awesome, Kelly. That dude is awesome. His wife's awesome too, but he's a cool dude. One of our favorite movies, one of Shayla's and my favorite movies is Free Guy. If you guys ever watch Free Guy, it's about basically an NPC in a video game that comes to life, basically. He's so good, and it's such a good, so well written too. I love that. I love that movie. Brenda, you're right. Star Trek Forever. Star Trek Forever. Yes. I follow this YouTuber, and he was, I don't know if it's a Dragon Con or some con that's going on. I don't know where it's at, but he got a picture with George Takei, who played Mr. Sulu. And it's a really cool pic, and they're all kind of doing this. So I was like, that would be so cool. Not too many of them left, unfortunately, of the original cast. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. Back to work, Shayla Black. Back to work. Back to the interstate, Ben Stone. Back to the interstate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, everybody sees you. Everyone sees you. The testosterone level, Shayla Black, is high tonight. Everyone can see in the upper corner here, whatever that is. That's right. We're high tonight, so we're a little toxic. You can turn that up one more for me. Oh no, it's already on medium. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Diane, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to represent a little bit, something a little unique, something a little different. No, we are not having our anniversary apart. And Kelly, thank you for that transition. Our anniversary is actually tomorrow, and we're going to. I have reservations. Do not tell Shayla. I have not told her yet, but we're gonna. We never go out anymore. We never go out because I cook every meal because we're trying to be very very good, stand on our plan. But we're gonna go to a really cool brand new Brazilian steakhouse that just opened, and I know she's going to love it. So um, I think we'll have a blast there. But we're going to spend it all day tomorrow together and have a good time. Then she'll say we'll get back, and she'll say, "Okay, I got to work." So anyway, but yeah, no, we will be together on our anniversary. Hey Tracy, good to see you. Good to see you. We're truly honored to see you tonight. NFL preview show is on tonight. Jan, I should have the NFL preview show up on my TV. I got it up on the wall over here, but we have an NFL game, I think, Thursday, don't we? I've been enjoying the college games on Saturday, and I'm a big college guy, so I really like it. Thank you, Ames. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys make it cool. Oh, I have a banner. Hold on. I had to put a little banner together. Where's my banner? There it is. Okay. There we go. Now we're with the times. There we go. Now we have a scrolling banner. But you guys help me make this what it is. So I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. I'm not as quite as exciting as I'd say Christian Blakely is. Christian and Anna have this little thing. They're just really good on camera. They're really good. And Christian just takes it to another level. I'm working on my game. I'm working on my game. Chiefs, baby, Thursday night. That's right. That's right. I will be. Well, I can't watch tomorrow night. Oh, shoot. I guess I'll have to record it because I'll be at the fancy dinner. Dana, we haven't had Brazilian in so long. They closed the one up near us, and we love the treat to be able to go out and do that. Yes, Sharon, KC Chiefs game. Exactly. Packers and the Jets. Now, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Mr. Rogers does in New York. I saw him in some of the scrimmages or some of the preseason, and he looked pretty damn good, I got to say. But he's a great player. Guy's a great player. Hey, Carla. Hello from Minnesota. I have family in Minnesota. I have a nephew and his girlfriend, so love them to death and love that state. Is the weather supposed to cool off the first of next week? Well, you know what? It was 102 degrees in North Texas today. And I think the last time I looked, I think we get our break comes. Let me look. Okay, we have in tomorrow's 106, Friday is 108, but then that's it. Then we're back in the 90s, then we're in the 80s, and oh my God, by next Thursday and Friday, we're in the 70s. What the hell? It's like we go off a ledge with our weather. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Dana Christian is awesome and he is hilarious. He's like me. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Because if you take yourself too seriously, you can't have fun, I think. So you just chill and hang with cool people and have a good time and say inappropriate stuff every once in a while. Diane, yes, that is a Sooners helmet. That was my father-in-law's gift that we got him um, for Christmas or his birthday one year, and it's signed by Bob Stoops. So it was a prized possession of his. And my mother-in-law, when we were down there, because we'd driven down, asked if I wanted to take that back because she just didn't have a place for it. So I said I would be honored to have it. So, and I also one year we got him a signed football from Barry Switzer, and I've got that in my closet as well. So I'm just looking for a good place to put the kind of memorabilia. So I think it would be kind of cool to mount in my office here somewhere. But for right now, sitting on top of the printer, safe and sound. Oh, there's Mr. B coming from the OG. I'm yeah, not the OG, but I appreciate you, Mr. B. We miss you. Miss you. Haven't talked to you in a while. I feel bad about that. I should give you a ring, but been kind of crazy around here. But no, you are the bomb, my friend. You are the bomb. I was almost going to wear my boats and hose shirt tonight, but I thought, you know what? Just not appropriate unless you're on live with me. So there you go. There you go. Appreciate you being here. My daughter is a big Colts fan. I like the Colts too. Baby performed her last major competition in color guard um, at the Indianapolis Colts stadium one year. It was blessed to be up there. It was so freaking cold. So freaking cold. Kelly had frost on her vehicles. Kelly, that's crazy. That's crazy. See how we're doing here? You guys are driving the conversation. I got things to talk about, but you guys are driving the conversation, which is just awesome. Just awesome. Thank you, Melissa. I sure will. I sure will. Yes, Eve, you do. Okay, let's do some introductions, okay? And especially for Eve. Um, you guys have here. Okay, I'm going to try and point. Can I point? Okay, up and to the right. Okay, so you guys know all Bucky, right? Bucky. Everyone loves Bucky, and he's so freaking soft. And then we all know Bob. We have carpool karaoke just waiting for me to break out in song. We have Boxcars Special Reserve by this brewery called Eve Incorporated. But it's an awesome thing. And then of course, a picture of baby and my mom and dad, and got some books over here. Of course, I have been known to read from time to time. Maybe not the things I should be reading regularly, but I do read. And you see the OU thing over there. So there's a whole lot more. Got the Texas state flag. This right here is the seal of the USA, that when you become a citizen, at least maybe 20 years ago, when you got a citizen, you got this big. It's actually the I don't want to call it a medallion. It's a plaque, if you will. And I had a friend of mine who became a naturalized citizen. She didn't have a place for it anymore, so I said I would love to have it. So I had it mounted, and then I love that on my wall. I just love that. And of course, who doesn't love a great periodic table up here? It's a big periodic table I have up here. So, and so in my spare time, yeah, I do science experiments. So see, and Shannon, as always, brings it back home. She has this way. Shannon and I were talking for a couple hours last night. She has this way of kind of grounding me. And is that a bottle of lube? Well, yeah, I see what you're looking at over my right shoulder. Well, you never know when the opportunity might arise, Shannon. So you always have to be on your ball. So I'm gonna let you guess on that one, whether it's a bottle of lube, whether it's hand sanitizer, or something else. Sharon, for the longest time, I have been I shouldn't say. I like I like I always started off as a Tom Clancy guy. I loved everything from Tom Clancy, read almost everything that he wrote. And then I started reading John Grisham, and a lot of mystery, a lot of I'm really big, and this guy, he retired. His name was Daniel Harstead, and but he was big on police procedurals, and I'm of course with some of my background, I love the police procedurals, and it was I loved it, and it was based on this town in Iowa. It was a sheriff's department, and it was just I just love that series. And but those are some of the things I've read. I just don't read that much anymore. I really wish I did. Just haven't had time. What was that? On your balls. Yeah, yeah, the stuff. Yeah, yeah. You can see. I think you can already see what it is, but you never know. Oh, Kelly's going with anal lube. Okay, okay, and you're channeling Shannon now, so that's perfect. Anal lube. I like it. No, I don't like it, but anyway, we're not gonna go there. Jan, it must be the night for it. I was frosting my dessert and flipped it over the counter into the trash. Oh no, Jan, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Susan, no wedding plans yet. No wedding plans. No wedding plans. We are. They are not ready to go quite yet. I'm not sure I'm ready to go quite yet. Um, Shannon, he hides the lube in the whiskey barrel. Hey, lube's expensive. I just want to say, lube's expensive. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. Okay, so I had a couple things I want to talk about. You guys know that again, Shayla's not here. She feels bad, but you know what? You got me. So I mean, that's called win-win, right? Um, I told you we have tomorrow will be 32 years of marriage. 32 years. Now, if someone had said that to me that you're going to end up being married to someone for 30, you think someone's been married for 32 years, that's a long ass time. And how old are you? I don't feel old, but 32 years is a long time. And you know what? It it still feels new. And I think when you can say that and you enjoy each other's company, even though you work together 24/7, 365 days a year, I think it says something. So I do want to share a few things. I think we may have shared some of this once before, but what the hell? I'm going to share it anyway. What am I drinking, Kelly? I am drinking. I'm on the wagon again. I got drunk over the weekend. We didn't do a live stream because someone got a little sick and a little tired and had to go to bed early. So I spared her on that. But we did. So right now I'm on the wagon and I'm drinking a ginger root beer Zevia right now. So sorry, nothing exciting. But I want to show you some blast from the past here. So let's see. So here is Shayla and her dad. That was from the big day. And you can see that the bouquet that she's holding has stargazer lilies. And to this day, that is her flower. She loves the stargazer lily. And she gets that pretty much on a regular basis from me or something close to a lily when I can find it. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to find another cool one. Oh, here. This is me with my mom and dad. Do you like the porn star mustache? I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. But that was a few pounds ago for me. Let's see what else we got here. Try not to drop this thing. Here's the wedding party. That was my best man, Jim. One of my groomsmen, Steve Garland, who's an awesome dude. And Shayla's cousin, Mark, the little guy. The little guy. Let's see. Oh, and here's the happy couple. Can I get it up in there? That's what she said. Yep. No, wrong way. There you go. There's the happy couple. And then us in the back. God, I can't get it in here. And that's us in the back. Nope, right there. There we go. The back of the card taking us away. Brenda says the porn star mustache is coming back. Her 28-year-old has one. You know what? There's a lot of worse things than a porn star mustache. I want to say But my mustache, this is Shayla's grandfather. His name was Cecil. He was the World War II paratrooper. Really cool dude. And you want to talk about an alpha male? That dude was an alpha male. I would have loved to have had him on Alpha Talk with William Black. That would have been fun. And then here we are, a little more relaxed, heading away from the reception. So, anyway, cool picks, cool time. Let me look at some of your questions here. Sorry, guys, I had to go down memory lane for a minute. The book is heavy. Damn. Mr. B, we have stargazers along our front wall. Oh, Christian, they're awesome. They're awesome. Shayla has me won over with stargazers. They're beautiful flowers. Thank you guys for all the nice comments about the pictures. Those are very nice. Oh, that's a good question. Jan's asking, William, what song did you and Shayla dance to at the reception? Well, as usual, Jan, of course, I wrote it. No, I'm kidding. We struggled, Jan. We sampled so much music, and it was almost like the battle she and I had with naming baby. We couldn't come up with the right name. Couldn't come up with the right name. Couldn't come up with the right song, and something that we would both agree to. Well, we finally found one, and you got to realize this was in 1991 at the height of country music was just smoking hot, right? Late 80s, early 90s, just smoking hot music. And do you guys remember a guy named Dan Seals? Dan was in the band England Dan and John Ford Coley. And his brother was in Seals and Crofts. Okay, Dan's his date. I forget the guy's first name, but his brother was in Seals and Crofts, but he was in England Dan and John Ford Coley. And you guys would know a lot of their songs if you heard it, because they're very kind of on the soft rock perspective. Just beautiful music, beautiful music. Well, Dan Seals went country, and when he did his own thing away from the band, and just some beautiful music he made. But one of the songs that he wrote, or one of the songs he performed, I don't know if he wrote it, he probably did, is If I Had One Friend Left, I'd Want Him to Be You. And we heard that song all the way through, and we said, that's the song. That's the song. And it summarizes our relationship so well, deeper than just a marriage or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or just a friend. But it showed the lyrics are just show, I think, what someone means to you, and made it was perfect. Because then we used to go to when I moved out here. Of course, I was coming out back and forth trying to graduate college in Florida, and I had bought a pair of cowboy boots, and I would wear them every time I came out here, because we would always go to a big ass BYOB dance place every weekend. And it was just like a big old barn, 2 or 3 connected barns. It was BYOB. They had live music. It was awesome. And so I had over time mastered well, I wouldn't say mastered, but I was serviceable with a 3-step, with a 2-step, with a waltz. So that was the perfect song to show off our dancing. So I think we 3-stepped to that song. Pretty sure we 3-stepped to that song. So, but it was the perfect song for us. And every time it comes on, we get a smile on our face. Dan, I think it's called One Friend. It goes like, if I had one friend, only had one friend left, I'd want them to be you. So yeah, it's One Friend. I think that's what it's called. We couldn't agree either. It's Endless Love. Wow. What are those of you that got married? I mean, what songs did you guys pick? I'd be interested to know. Susan, thanks for sharing that. Endless Love's a good song. I love isn't that Lionel Richie? And Lionel's He's awesome. I don't know if it's Lionel or not. I'm not sure. Tracy says her song when she married her ex-husband was "When I'm With You" by Sheriff. Okay, I think I remember that. I think I remember that. Dan, yeah, Dan Seals, awesome. And Dan Seals, he also did a song with Marie Osmond, if you guys remember, and it was "Meet Me in Montana." That's a great freaking song. That's a great sung well. That song is sung so well. Those two do amazing job with that song, and I love that song as well. Oh, that's cool, Nikki Ann. Unforgettable. That's awesome. Natalie and Nat. That's awesome. See, Rhonda, Bread and If. Great song. Great song. Great songwriter. Great songwriter. That album is the Bread's album. I forget the name of the album, but it was awesome. Awesome. They were an incredible band. Yeah, Mr. B, I'm a little dry tonight. I'm a little dry. The mic. Well, if I must, no, I'm kidding. So yeah, yeah. Shayla has made me promise because she's not here that I can't sing. So Mr. B, I always have to do what Shayla says. You understand that, right? I follow the rules very well. Nicole Lee, we tried to burn down our reception. Oh my gosh, our reception. We got married on the campus of SMU, Southern Methodist University, and they have a chapel right on the campus, and that's where we got married. And then our wedding reception was in downtown Dallas, probably about 10 minutes away, at the top floor of this thing. They had a big facility. It was a huge ass room, and I had a lot of family in. She had a lot of family in, and it was a great time. It was a great time, especially the open bar. Oh my god, when I got divorced, I blasted White Liar. Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that. Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. That's right, Don. We used "I've Got a Friend in You" from Toy Story. Brenda, that's cool. Brenda, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. And that was written by God, what's the guy's name? He did all the a lot of the Toy Story songs. Gary, I can't think of his name now. I know who it is, but I can't think of the name. Julie had "Color My World" by Chicago. I love Chicago. I love Chicago. And I think I've told you guys there's a touring band from Ukraine, that they cover all the Chicago songs in their tour all the time, and they are so good as well. I'd love to see Chicago sometime. I really would. But that cover band is awesome as well. They're called what's the name? Something. Oh, Leonid and Friends. Leonid and Friends. Have you ever seen that on YouTube? Listen to them. They're very, very good. Leonid and Friends. Vicky had I picked "Can I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life" by Anne Murray. Oh, that's a great song too. Anne Murray could sing anything. She really could. Do I remember the flavor of my wedding cake? Kelly, I do. The flavor of the wedding cake, and Shayla better not come in here. I think it was a Bailey's. I think it was Bailey's. Now, I can't I don't remember eating any of it on the wedding day just because things were sewing at the reception, so much was going on. But you got to realize in Texas, and I didn't know this until we started planning this whole thing, was that her mother even got a wedding planner, and then we're doing everything. But the groom gets his own cake. And they came to me and said, "Well, what kind of cake do you want?" I said, "What are you talking about?" She says, "Well, a groom gets the cake in a Southern wedding." I said, "Okay, great. What's your favorite cake?" And I said, I just without even thinking, I said, "Cheesecake." So I had a chocolate cheesecake. Now ask me how much of that chocolate cheesecake I got. Yeah, not much, but it looked amazing. It looked amazing. Louise, I just called to say I love you. That's awesome. That that was the song that my mother-in-law and my father-in-law used to dance to at home all the time. We'd be sitting there doing something that he'd have his CD player going or something. That song would come up and he and she'd have to just dance and have a good time. They loved that song. Loved that song. You know, Susan, there's something to be said for the size of the bridal party. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And you know, I was yeah, we were doing it so fast. I didn't know anybody really out in Texas, and the people that were coming out were gracious enough to come out to support me. Were my friends from California. I didn't have a lot of friends from Florida when I was going to college, so but I appreciated them coming out. And Shayla had only been in Texas maybe 3, 4 years, so she didn't have a lot of friends here either. So it made sense that we kind of go back in the well of people that we grew up with. Randy Newman, yes, it was Jan. Randy Newman, great songwriter, great songwriter. Kiss this, Kathy. I can understand. I can understand. You know, Kelly, I don't think we do have any pictures of the chocolate cheesecake. I need to make one probably. I love cheesecake. I've always loved cheesecake. Cheesecake and pecan pie. Just those two should just have a baby. You know what I mean? They should just have a baby. But don't put chocolate in my pecan pie. So anyway, but no, we're going to the Brazilian steakhouse tomorrow night and we're gonna have a nice time. And we don't, like I said, we don't do a lot, just the two of us sometimes. So we need to get back to doing that a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll have a little fun this weekend too. I think in the pool because I think this is going to be the last weekend for pool time and drinking. So I think I let you down last weekend. So this coming weekend, I'm going to do my best to maybe do a live stream this weekend from the festivities. Yes, exactly. I can say it 3 times fast. Dig you did you dig the pecan pie recipe I put on page? I did, Kelly. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I don't I have to have the I have to I'm always on a diet. I am all no, I shouldn't say always on a diet. I'm always trying to eat right. And just I see these things, they're decadent, and I really want it, and I never make it. But I do make things at the holidays, so I am going to keep that recipe for the holidays because, as always, I do make pecan pies, and I would love to make what you posted there. What did Brenda say? Where did Brenda go? Pecan pie was my birthday. Brenda, is there anything? No, awesome, awesome. I would love that. Oh, I bet that's good. Pecan pie cheesecake. Why are we talking about food? I'm hungry. You know what I had for dinner? Do you know what I had for dinner? I had egg whites, I had raw spinach, and I had a mandarin orange. That was my dinner. I'm trying to be a good boy, but this is making me not want to be a good boy. I can tell you that. Does it feel weird not having anything school related to do? I assume that you're asking me that question. And when you say school related, I don't know if you're asking me. Maybe you are. Um, I don't know if you are, Nicole. Tell me what you mean by that. Because I've been out of school a while, or unless you're talking about doing stuff with baby in her school. Kelly, it filled the hole and it was healthy and it was low calorie and it's good for me. So you know what? Um, add a little bit of hot sauce to it, anything tastes good, right? Ooh, Dana had something good. Southern smothered cabbage for dinner tonight. Yum, yum. No, Brenda, I don't have any taste testing tonight. No, no, no. Maybe next week. Maybe next week, but not tonight. Not tonight. Trying to be a good boy. Okay, now Lakeisha, you're killing me. You're killing me. You know, A lot of people diss McDonald's. They diss McDonald's. I like McDonald's. And you know what? You know what I get at McDonald's? I get the double quarter pounder. I know man size, right? Girthy sandwich. And their double quarter pounder with I just get cheese and meat on it. I don't want all that other shit. I want to taste the meat. It I came out wrong. But I love McDonald's for that. So I hope you enjoy your cheeseburger if you ordered one for yourself. I really do. Um, so also one thing you guys will also notice, and we announced this a couple of weeks ago. You probably already know it now because we're not on the road. Readers on the River in Louisville, Kentucky, is going on this weekend, and we were supposed to be there, but we're not there. So, Shayla knew that she had this deadline, and I've got a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with mom with right now. So, we unfortunately couldn't make it this year. But I hope everyone that's attending is going to have a good time. I saw that Lexi was on her way up there. I saw Kim, and I saw a lot of other folks on their way up there. So I hope everyone has a wonderful time. Going to miss seeing everybody up there. We enjoy it, but just couldn't do it this year. So, what is this saying here? Here we go. Jan says, "Oh, I've heard order a double cheeseburger from McDonald's and say, I saw that, Jan, the quote unquote hack, right? Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry. McDonald's fries are awesome. I, I love Chick-fil-A. Don't get me wrong. I love Chick-fil-A, the Lord's chicken, basically. I love Chick-fil-A. I do not like their waffle fries. I do not like waffle fries. They're mushy. I don't like them. I like French fries, and I like French fries from McDonald's makes the best, I think. Okay, Nicole, I had crumble cookies one time. And this little person right here underneath you, Shannon Hunt, sent them to us. And they were the most decadent cookies I've ever had in my life, and I love them, and I swore I'll never eat another one because I could see myself I can see an addiction forming by eating those cookies. They were incredible. But they have a key lime cookie. You had to tell me that. You had to tell me that. That sounds pretty freaking good. Oh, and speak of the devil, Charlie's just wanting to taste meat and fill holes is what I gather for this live. Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? I love the world, okay? And I'm a giver, Shannon. You could learn a few things from me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I should write a book. You guys should have listened to our conversation last night, huh, Shan? Shannon, every time we start going off on a tangent, I always go, we should be recording this. You guys would love it. Oh my God. We talk about anything and everything. Eve's on her way. Oh, you're going to Louisville, Eve? Well, safe drive tomorrow, sweetheart. I'm sorry I'm not going to see you there, but you're going to have a blast up there. I saw that Jillian and um, um, Liz Berry, they were talking about some of the bags that each attendee's getting. Remember last year it was the lug bags, really cool, higher end upscale bags, and I think they're even better this year. They were showing a picture on a live today, so it looks pretty good. I have no comment, Susan. I wish I could comment, but I have no comment, and I'll leave it at that. There may be something to say later on, but you know how things are always happening around here, and I have no comment. So, but thank you for the question. Wink, wink. Okay. Um, Thank you, Janine. Great question. I have that as my next item to talk about. Uh, for those of you that ordered the single and sassy rewards and the swipe right rewards, all of those have been mailed. All of those are on their way to you, either mailed or emailed. One of those was a digital package. And some of you also added some add-ons to that, so that's included in there. Though we have one person that had an add-on for Endless, and they don't have theirs yet. So all the other tiers right now are staged and they're ready to go. I'm just waiting on our copies of Endless to get here. And as soon as we get those, we'll be packaging them up and shipping them out. Everything is ready to go. Boxes are for the gift box. The boxes are ready to go, and I think they're pretty, and I think you guys will like them. So, hoping we're going to have another update for you by the end of this week. But as soon as we get those orders, once we get our books from our friends, the printers, then we will be able to start fulfilling boxes, and we'll be sure to let everyone know, because that's going to be a momentous day, a momentous day for sure. Yeah, Kelly, do not encourage Shannon. Do not encourage Shannon. Whatever you do, that's not good for me, by the way. You know what Shannon does when she gets put out with me? She closes her laptop thing, so I can't. So she cuts the thing off. I'm over you. That's just how she. That's how she rolls. I have no comment. I invoke the fifth. That's what the lawyers on the YouTube tell me to say. Anytime someone asks me a question I don't want to answer, I invoke the fifth. The fifth. Rhonda, we can't wait for you guys to get the box. I just hate that we're, you know, dependent upon other people to deliver what we want. I think you guys are going to love them. Shayla shared last week the Reed Family Reckoning covers, the hardbacks, freaking gorgeous. The Wicked Lover Soldiers for Hire hardbacks, gorgeous. Um, it's just the endless, and of course, she also shared the Satisfy Me books that came in. Those are beautiful as well. But the endless ones are what we're waiting on right now. So, um, Kelly, I'm going to say this. You're asking if there's going to be another Kickstarter soon. We can't really start another Kickstarter till this one's all fulfilled. But I'm going to say this. We do have a fall box this year. In that fall box, there will not be a Kickstarter for that. Those people that ordered that early through the Shayla store and got a discount on that will receive their box. We're probably going to look to offer the fall box as on its own if folks didn't get a chance to take advantage of it during the pre-sale on the Shayla store, but we're not going to do a Kickstarter for that. The reason why we're not going to do a Kickstarter for that is another no comment, because there may be something coming right after we fulfill the 25th anniversary for Shayla. And before we can even consider that special project of what we'll call Shayla and Friends, um, we have to fulfill everybody. So I'm already saying too much, no comment, but there will be another Kickstarter this year. It just won't be for the fall box. So how's that for a tease, right? I'm full of the tease tonight. That's normally Shayla's job, not mine. Yeah, Nicole, you need to go stand in the corner. In the corner, Nicole. Eric, please. Please, Eric. Oh, so Shannon puts out on you. Does Shannon? No, she doesn't put out on me. She just smacks me around is what she does. She smacks me around, and I think Shayla encourages it. I think Shayla encourages it. Yeah, I'm going to be reaching out to all of you. I know that we're probably going to be needing to change that date, but that's on my agenda for tomorrow. So I'll be emailing or PMing each one of you that has a Zoom call scheduled with Shayla as a part of the Kickstarter reward. We're probably going to be pushing it out a week, probably, but I will, or to whatever date that works best for you guys. But I'll be reaching out to you guys all individually tomorrow. So great question, and thank you for that. It's just we're getting a little discombobulated right now because of the delays and Shayla's deadline with Doomsday Brother. Will those hardbacks be available in another Kickstarter? No, they will not be available in another Kickstarter. We try to when we say they're exclusive to a Kickstarter, we try to keep our word on that, that they're just going to be for that Kickstarter. Now, there will be some of those books that may be available on other platforms later on down the road where we didn't have exclusivity with it, but definitely will not be a part of another Kickstarter though. When we do another Kickstarter, which we will definitely do next year, it'll be all brand new stuff. So stand by on that. It is just so awesome that you or Shayla have this event each week to keep us in the know. I wish, Cindy, thank you for that. I wish we could reach out more often and more instantaneous. We try to do our best. The newsletter is a great vehicle for us to kind of share stuff and updates and what's going on, what's coming when, and share some teases and some previews. But I think this platform, being able to talk to you guys directly, and I wish I could just have you all on here talking with me. But this is the next best thing to be able to share what's going on, because it's we didn't have this 10 years ago, and I appreciate good bandwidth and a great platform to be able to talk with all of you. And I appreciate all of you guys joining us. So it's our fun of the week. Let's put it that way. Louise, I thought I was over teasing in my younger years, but apparently I'm getting better at it now. I don't know. Maybe it's the filter I'm using for this. How's it look? How's it look? Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, my no comments are turning into a little bit more than no comments. So I've got to watch my tongue because I know that she's just a thin wall away from me. And angry Shayla is not a happy Shayla. And I get to spend all night tomorrow night with her. Yay! Yes, Susan, we're working on that right now, darling. Working on that right now. I think what we're going to end up doing with the store, I like the store. I really do. The apparel stuff, the merch stuff, but I think it's time to take it all down. I think I'm going to get rid of everything, and then I'm going to rebuild or relaunch it. Not just the store. I mean the merch stuff. The books will always be there, um, but I think I'm going to take all the merch down, and then we're going to relaunch it with a lot of follow your dreams merch, which is I just love that theme that Shayla came up with. Follow your I love it. I love it. And I think it can go for so many things. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to streamline the merch a little bit, a lot, um, and make it very fall centric. And we may or may not be using the same vendor that I'm using today. So, but that's the plan right now. I like just turning when you're playing chess and you're going to lose, so you just take it and you toss the board. Well, that's what I want to do with the merch store, and just relaunch it brand new and everyone have fun with it. So yes, Susan, definitely. I've been told I'm a master at that sometimes. I really have. I really have. Diane, I understand it. I understand it. And we just appreciate you being here. Believe me, we just appreciate you being here. The good news is, Diane, we've got some free books on the store. Wicked as Sin in ebook form is available. More than Want You in the Read Family Reckoning series. That's free on the Shayla store. Trying to think what the other one is. I think there's a couple from the Unbroken series in Rain Falling that are free. I think it's The Broken. I think that's the one. Anyway, there's some things that you can take advantage of in the store, but I just appreciate you being here. I don't put anything out. I help Charlie with his English. So yeah, but she calls me Charlie. Now, why would she do that? I don't understand. I don't understand. I help Shannon. I help Shannon navigate the world sometimes. That's the key. I think it's my expert advice on how to manage the world that she really takes to heart, and how to deal with unruly customers. If I ordered the fall box way back when, it'll be later this year. It'll probably be, I'm probably looking at probably the November timeframe is when that'll go out. Um, but we definitely want to get through this Kickstarter, and then we'll be focusing on the fall box. Rachel and Shayla have pretty much. Shayla was on here actually 2 days ago showing me all the things that she wants to go in the fall box. So that's underway right now. But I think the target date, and I'm probably speaking out of turn here. I'm thinking it's going to be early to mid November, but I could be wrong about that. But it will definitely be before the end of the year. So we're going to get that out to everybody. May even be latter part of October. I don't want to speak because I've got to order all this stuff. So if I had to guess, I'm thinking right now it's probably going to be either November or early part of December. But you'll all get that, and we're going. There's more to come on the fall box too. If you didn't get a chance to participate in that, we're going to give you an opportunity to opt into that as well. So, but it will not be a part of the Kickstarter. Good night, Kelly. Good night, Kelly. Stay warm. Dana, Matt and Madison in your store have out of stocks. Yes, I will, Dana. I've got orders placed right now. And you know our friends, it just takes them a while to get them here, but I'm hoping I'll have those here within the next week and a half or so. So more to come on that, but thank you for asking. That's interesting. Leggings. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna write that down. Because I knew we were looking at the sweatshirt or the hoodie, um, but I didn't even think about leggings. I think they offer leggings, but I'm just trying to figure out how we would put. I don't know. Let's figure that one out. But I think they have leggings. That would be awesome. That's actually a really good thought. Melissa, thank you for asking. What a great transition again as well. Those of you that don't know, Mallory Black, my daughter, Shayla Black's daughter, has her second book coming out on Tuesday, September the 12th. And it's titled How to Fake a Fiance. And this is the Mallory Black's How To series. First book was I had to look at my notes because I can't remember shit. How to One Night Stand. Book two is How to Fake a Fiance. And on pre-order right now in the Shayla store under Mallory Books, or on Amazon, because I don't have it all up everywhere yet, is the third book that's going to come your way. I don't have the date here. February 13th, called Harry How to Marry the Boss. So that will be book three coming out February of next year. But again, we're excited about How to Fake a Fiance that's coming out on Tuesday. She's been working hard. Thank you to all of you who have signed up to receive an ARC and give her a review. Really appreciate that. Truly appreciate all the support. And she's excited to get that book out. So it's hard when you're a new author because you've got to remember all the things you've got to do. We were talking about that today. Shayla's she's always heads down and does her best to help baby. We call her baby if you guys didn't know that. Um, but sometimes you just gotta, as a new author, you want to know it all. You want to make sure that you're dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, and baby ran into today something that she forgot to do, so she was working on that today. So it's a struggle to be a new author, especially when you're trying to establish a name. She's fortunate she has her mom to bounce ideas off of, and she also has a lot of you to help support her, and we truly appreciate that. But it's hard when you're a new author and you're trying to stake a name for yourself. um, and when you have two books, thankfully she has two books now. When you have just one book, it's hard to kind of get any traction. But she's definitely working hard at it, and she's worked extremely hard with Fiance. But she's excited to share it with everyone. So thank you for that. Nikki Ann, I agree. I love the Team Black stuff. remember we have a lot of the more than words stuff in there, and we did the series name change to Read Family Reckoning, so that kind of has to go away now. But I like the Team Black stuff. I think I'm gonna hone it down a little bit. And I think there's new merch out there that I think Team Black stuff would look good on. So I'm gonna go look at that as well. But like those Team Black coffee mugs, those are timeless, right? Those are timeless. Um, and some of the other stuff, that some of the shirts and some of the sweatshirts that we have, but there's more things that we can do, I think. So, but no, I'm with you. The Team Black is Team Black, and there's some stuff that will come back, but most of it probably will not. A throw pillow. That's a great thought, Jana. I know we did some throw pillows, and I forget what the theme of those were. I think it was the book sayings themes that we did for the throw pillows, and those went over really well. We got a couple of those here, but putting "Follow Your Dreams" on there, it's a really good thought. Thank you, Miss Jana. If the sale on ebooks is still going up, thank you, Louise. Yeah, the we had through Monday, we had every ebook that was currently available, not on pre-order, but currently available on the Shayla store for Shayla's titles. And all those ebooks and audiobooks were 25% off. Thank you to everyone that participated in that. That was awesome. That went really, really well. But that ended on Monday. But if you guys got the VIP Shayla Black newsletter today, you'll see that Forbidden Confessions, first time, those four books are right now, ebooks are 10% off in the Shayla store. So we're going to try and do a little more aggressive with the Shayla store to kind of share what we're highlighting week to week, and of course associate that with the discount. We always want to see that show you guys that there's value in buying stuff from the Shayla store, especially from an ebook perspective. And while it really, we've talked about this before. I need a sip. Hang on. We've talked about this before. When you're dependent on large companies for your livelihood, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Apple, Kobo, Google Books, when you're dependent upon them and their terms of service, um, that can be great. But what happens if tomorrow they change their terms of service and say, what, instead of paying the author 70% royalty for that ebook sale, we're only going to pay you 50%, or we're only going to pay you 40%. Or you know what? Your book is too steamy for our platform. We're not going to allow you to sell books on our platform any longer. And we've all seen some of that, haven't we? Um, I don't like being beholden to Big Brother. So that's why we started expanding the Shayla store to be able to offer not only signed print books, but also ebooks. And now we're offering audiobooks as well, as since we're starting to produce our own right now. That's a slow process, but Wicked as Secrets is available for audio download, and you can buy that on the Shayla store right now. And we're working on Wicked and Bear right now. So, or is it Wicked and Bear? No. What's the second book after Wicked as Secrets? I can't think. Anyway, um, but we're working on that one, and we had pre-orders up for 3 or 4 more books: Tempt Me with Darkness, and Naughty Little Secret, because we got the rights back to that, so we're going to be re-recording that. So, but again, it gives us flexibility to say, you know what, if someone changes the terms of service on us, my wife's business isn't being held hostage due to someone's change. So we can run our business the way we see fit. But that's why we do it. So, Louise, thanks for the comment. I probably went a little too deep on that, but I get very worked up when someone who works their tail off every single day creating stories that people love, and write passionately about them, uh, can't honestly market and sell her book, sell her work, sell her wares. I think the same could be said for the music industry as well. they've run into a lot of the same challenges. Ask Taylor Swift, she'll tell you. Now, granted, she's a multi-millionaire, but you know what? Young lady writes her own songs, performs her own songs, and her issue with Scooter Braun and some of her back catalog, you know, I just it doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't sit right with me. And I know that's kind of a different example, but I see know a lot of authors that that are Kindle Unlimited, and what happens when Kindle Unlimited makes changes to their terms, or the pot that the authors are paid off of from are is reduced. um, I don't like I don't like people holding that over my head or over my wife's head, and I'll do whatever I have to make sure that I mitigate that risk. Okay, I went too far in that. Sorry. That's a good thought. Logo down the leg. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I saw they had like underwear one time. It's like, who's going to buy underwear? But they had the logo on the butt or something like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's probably a little too far. Thank you, William. Have a 2-year-old who will wake. Oh, good night, Susan. Good night. I probably already missed you. Good night, sweetie. Appreciate you joining. My God, I've already gone an hour. Oh my gosh, I have already gone an hour. I can't believe it. I put my second order in for Anna Blake. Anna is awesome. Anna is awesome. I'm so happy, Dana. I love Anna. I think we're going to see. I'm trying to think when we're going to see. We were hoping we were going to go to Kansas City next year, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. So we were going to see them, but I'm not sure when we'll see them again. Um, but the only other thing I wanted to share. No, I did share that. I shared that about Mallory. Um, but that's kind of what I had tonight, guys. I mean, you guys helped me with the entire conversation tonight, so I appreciate that. I probably went on a little too long about certain things, but you know what? That's what this is all about, right? Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Miss Black is over there on the other side of the wall, working, finishing up "Tempt Me with Darkness," the paranormal series that will change the world. I predict. I predict it will change the world. Magic, kind, and sex. What doesn't work with that? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brenda. We try to make it an easy process, and we're continuing to make tweaks to it. Uh, it's just a pain. It's a that back end is a pain to make updates to, but once you've got it in there, it's easy to use, and it's all about the end user experience. I want y'all's experience on the store to be smooth. And if you have questions or you ever have concerns, you can reach out to me via PM or you can email us. So, and we do our best. I do my best to get back to you guys when you email. I do my best. And if you PM me, you definitely get a response from me. You talking about us, Lakeisha? You talking about somebody else? I'm not sure. Jan says, I'm totally impressed by the size of your microphone. It looks like a professional setup. Well, Jan, it has to be large. It has to be large and girthy. It has to fit the motif. But thank you for that. Actually, this microphone, I was looking at the Shure microphones that all the professional podcasters, the Joe Rogans and all those people use. And that I couldn't cost justify that. I'm not that, I don't need that. But this is just a microphone I bought with a boom and it works really well. So it's fancier. It looks fancier than it actually is. It's really duct tape and, you know, baling wire over here. All right, cool. What is Cindy saying here? Cindy says, you have a right to voice your opinion. The amount of time and effort put in on a piece of work, books, music, etc., need to be properly compensated for, not paid to a company that markets. Cindy, I agree. I agree. That's why I'm going to go off another diatribe. That's why AI scares me. I mean, AI scares me not just for our business, but for true creative works, whether it's music, whether it's writing for TV shows or movies or for books or what have you. Um, what's going to happen with that? And these people that have spent their lives creating worlds and characters that we all love and could love in the future, um, when something like artificial intelligence comes along that could do it in, you know, snap of a finger. um yeah, I can't attest to the quality of it, but I don't know what that does to that entire industry. And but again, that artificial intelligence has to learn from something. So what's it learning from? Oh, I know. It's learning from all those books and music and scripts that are sitting out there, and it's just absorbing all that information. So honestly, it's using IP to create AI IP, and I don't. That doesn't sit right with me. So. But you know, that's a topic that Shayla Black is very, very passionate about. I noticed today when we were putting a new book up for we are doing a messing with a pre-order, that Amazon is now asking us if this book was created with AI. I thought that was fascinating if they asked that question. Now, I guess you could lie and say, no or yes or what have you. None of our stuff's ever created with artificial intelligence, but it's interesting that they're asking that question. So I wonder what they're going to be doing with that. Yeah, Shannon, it's definitely more than a handful. Yeah, that's a twofer. That's for sure. I got plenty of lube back here, so we're good. Or hand sanitizer, excuse me, hand sanitizer. Yeah, Nicole, AI is frightening. I don't, and I don't see anybody running to regulate it because I don't think they understand it. Our elected officials, I don't think they understand it. It's like they don't understand social media either. So I don't. I think it's already getting away from us, unfortunately. Good night, Eve. Safe drive. Safe drive, darling. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why the writer strike's going on now. And I honestly don't see an end in sight for the writer strike. I think they are dug in. I don't know if you guys saw the Warner Brothers CEO. I think it's a CEO. Warner Brothers CEO was giving a graduation speech or some sort of speech, not graduation, but some a speech to some academic college campus or something, and got booed. And you could hear them all screaming, "Pay your writers, pay your writers." And there's bigger issues at play there. But yeah, I don't see that strike ending anytime soon. Jan, I read that as well. I don't know if you guys know this, but our entire team Black, we chat, we talk, we video conference with each other all via Zoom. And I pay a premium service every year so that we have the ability to do that on demand for as long as we need to. And Zoom did change their TOS to basically say that they can take that information and use it. And that really concerns me because I love the service and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Brenda says there is supposed to be software that will be able to determine. Brenda, good point. The question is, what kind of algorithm is running that? College professors and high school teachers, they had some software that I think they do to be able to see if a student plagiarized, right? But this isn't as easy as looking for plagiarism because it's using the information. It's not repeating sentences, but it's repeating. It's using. I don't. It's crafting something with maybe 10,000, 100,000 works, whether it's music or books that have previously been published to create what they call a new work. And I'd be really interested to know if any kind of software could keep up with that. To know that, I don't know. I don't know. Angel Payne was participating in the writer. Yeah, yeah. I I support the writer's right to strike, and they should if they feel they're not getting the assurances in writing, by the way, and the proper pay for their work now and in the future. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's what I had tonight. I appreciate you guys joining me. I think I'm spent. But Shayla will be back next week. And then we'll have another update for you on the Kickstarter, everything. We'll be posting something in the Book Beauties probably this weekend. And then we'll definitely, going to plan. I said definitely, we're going to plan to do a quick live on Saturday, maybe a little pool time. We'll see how that works out. So, gotta find my outro. Where's my outro? Okay, I got my cool outro. All right, this is my Alpha Talk outro because I love it. You guys take care. I love you. Appreciate you joining me tonight and supporting Team Black. And we'll see y'all on the flip. Bye, guys.